The Loch Ness Monster, possibly one of the most realistic cryptids, I'd say, out of the entire bunch, only because dinosaurs actually used to exist. We can prove that with science. I guess in a sense, Bigfoot too, right? We're going to be reacting to the top 5 most terrifying Loch Ness Monsters encounters. This is from 2024. I don't know if I'm going to... Here's the thing. Most of these are probably fake. Most of them, I'm just already going to go ahead and make an assumption. People really like to fake cryptid videos. Some are really cool, though. I mean, you got to take acknowledgement. You know, they're a lot of fun to watch, but especially back in the day when I was so naive, man, cryptid videos were the shit. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, top 5 most terrifying Loch Ness Monster encounters 2024. Let's go ahead and take a look.
The Loch Ness Monster is quite possibly the quintessential cryptid. I mean, everyone's heard of her. You'd be seriously hard-pressed to find someone who hadn't. Even people who don't know what a cryptid is know of Nessie, with her distinctive
Nessie.
look and iconic photograph taken all those years ago.
Yep, that started it all. Kind of like the Bigfoot video, the famous Bigfoot video where you see it just walking off in the distance. That photo right there really sparked something. I think it's... I mean, to me, it kind of looks like someone when they take their hand. Like, it looks like somebody potentially swimming. You know what I mean? Like, they have their hand up in the air getting ready to kind of, you know, keep going like this and paddle towards a sea, and they just kind of got him at a good shot. It looks like someone's hand now that I look at it. It doesn't look as big as it probably should. It looks like a person swimming, to be honest. Now that I look at it, like, this is their hip right here. This is their leg. Here's their side. Here's their arm. They just got caught when the sun was going down, so it looks very dark. It does not look like a Loch Ness Monster to me anymore. It looks like somebody's swimming.
I mean, it's probably safe to say that she is quite possibly the most famous cryptid of them all. Many people travel to Loch Ness every...
I'm not sure if I would say she's the most famous. I would say Bigfoot is definitely the one I've heard the most about. I mean, it's like everybody's go-to cryptid for the most part, I would say. But the Loch Ness Monster, I'd say is number 2. Easy.
year hoping to catch a glimpse of her, and every once in a while, somebody does. And so, my loyal viewers, in this video, we'll be taking a look at the top 5 most terrifying Nessie encounters ever recorded.
Let's do it.
After you've liked the video and subscribed, of course. Okay, now that you've done that, let's get into it.
Let's take a look
Now,
at what we got.
according to LochNessSightings.com, there have, so far, been a total of 1,156 Nessie sightings recorded at the time of making this video, going all the way back to the 6th century AD. Combing through every single one of these is no easy task,
No, I bet not.
you. But I suppose a good place to start would be at the very beginning. The day was the 22nd of August, the year AD 565. St. Columba, an Irish Christian missionary, was said to have been on his way to visit the King of the Picts in northern Britain when he stopped along the shore of Loch Ness. According to the website thescotsman.com, quote, "Seeing a large beast about to attack a man who was swimming in the lake, Columba raised his hand, invoking the name of God and commanding the monster to go back with all speed. The massive creature seemingly did as it was told, and over the following centuries it was only seen here and there, only popping up occasionally between the 1500s and the 1800s. What a terrifying sight that must have been to behold."
But they don't really describe what it looked like. They just say a giant creature. So could it be possibly, maybe they were talking about it like a shark? Or a whale, perhaps? You know, a whale, maybe they saw a whale and the thing just decided like, oh, I'm not going to eat a guy, so I'm just going to swim back down into the ocean. I mean, that literally could be possibly what they saw.
An enormous prehistoric monster swimming toward an unsuspecting swimmer, its hideous jaws agape, ready to sink its teeth into him and tear him apart. But Columba's swift actions saved the man's life, and he would later come to be revered as a saint. This account was, however, written over 100 years after St. Columba's death, leading some experts to look dubiously upon this story and treat it with a great deal of skepticism.
As you should, I think.
Spoil sports.
I know, that's like the big spoiled sports, ruining the fun, but hey, I just doubt it, I doubt it.
Sighting comes not from the 6th century, but from the year 2020.
I actually think I've seen this.
23.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes this encounter so frightening, as there isn't that time distance between ourselves and the beast to make us feel safe and secure in the thought that Nessie is merely a relic from the past that can't hurt us anymore. But no, this recent sighting is a reminder that Nessie is still very much alive and at large, stalking the loch just the same as she did all those centuries ago. Marker.com.
It's so tough to see, though. I mean, it literally could be like several things swimming in the lake over there. I mean, it's hard to tell. I think they're trying to hint at it's long and that's why. But it could be like a water snake. Maybe like I've seen like giant videos of giant snakes swimming in the water and stuff. I'm not sure if snakes are around here. It's tough. That one's tough. I mean, obviously it's here for a reason. It's in a body of water. It looks long, whatever it is. But it could be like multiple things at once, or it could be a snake. I mean, yeah.
As this video here, which shows the Loch Ness monster swimming along the surface of the water.
Like an eel, maybe? You know?
Yes, I admit, the footage from that sighting is kind of grainy, and Nessie is quite far away. However, don't be discouraged. There is, in fact, a piece of footage that exists that shows her quite clearly, in 1080p, no less.
Okay.
Here it is.
Let's see it.
This was taken from a YouTube channel called Richard Outdoors. He actually filmed the monster unwittingly, as all he was aiming to do was capture some footage of the coastline using his drone, but upon reviewing the footage while editing his video, he spotted it. That must have given him quite the scare, especially when he realised just how close to the coastline and the people on it the beast was at this time. If someone had been in the water at that time, it could well have turned into an incident reminiscent.
Let's go back a little bit, because that just kind of came out of nowhere.
Using his drone, but upon reviewing the footage while editing his video, he spotted it. That must have given him quite the scare, especially when he realised just how close to the coastline and the people on it the beast was at this time. If someone had been in the water at that time, it could well have turned into an incident reminiscent.
I mean, I don't know. I just, that's, to me, it's...
The encounter St. Columba had back in the year 565 AD. Fortunately, it never came to that.
Yeah, it's not clear enough to make out like if it's a sea creature or not. I highly doubt it, unfortunately. I mean, why would the thing be swimming that close to the shoreline? I just don't understand it, especially if it's so rare to see anyways. You know, this is like, if this creature's out there, it's obviously avoiding being seen by anybody, right? I mean, that's just the typical kind of but why would it be like this close to the shore, especially in the middle of the day? Like, to me, that makes no sense, because if that was the case, more people would be seeing it at that point if it was okay to do that.
Now, we've talked about 3 sightings of Nessie in the water, but did you know that she has also been known to venture out onto the land? It seems we're not safe anywhere. This info, taken from historic...
That'd be fucked up, to be walking in the woods and you see a freaking Loch Ness monster just walking around.
UK.com states that back in the year 1934, a motorcyclist and veterinary student by the name of Arthur Grant was, quote, returning from Inverness on his motorbike around 1 AM when he almost collided with a dark object coming across the road. In the bright moonlight, Grant was able to notice the animal's small head, long neck, large body, flippers and tail. Frightened by the motorbike, it quickly fled back into the loch. Grant was amazed. It was unlike any animal he had ever seen. End quote. The beast saw him, looking him dead in the eye, before...
Is that really an actual picture that they drew? Okay. Huh? It looks like Yoshi. Yoshi? Ah, shit. Fucking just ran back to the Loch Ness. Sorry about that.
Continuing on its journey back to the water. This sketch by the man himself shows quite clearly what he saw. It's one thing to hit a rabbit or something while out on the roads, but something tells me there's a motorbike, and the guy on it probably wouldn't fare too well if they were to collide with the Loch Ness monster.
Probably not.
The last sighting I have for you today comes from an amateur photographer by the name of David Elder, who took this photograph back in August of 2013. According to the Daily Record, Mr. Elder states, quote, Out of the corner of my eye, I caught sight of a black area of water about 15 feet long, which developed into a kind of bow wave. Water was definitely going over something solid and making a wave. Yes, I understand. You're probably thinking that this photo isn't the clearest one out there, with the monster being mostly obscured by the water. However, my reason for including this photograph is that this image really gives you an idea of the size and scale of the beast. It looks huge, massive, in line with previous descriptions of the creature. This photo is clearly a real photograph of something that was actually there.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. It's just, when I see it, I'm like, it's kind of thin, you know? Like, I figured you would at least see a little bit more of a shadow. Like, if it was a Loch Ness Monster, I would have pictured it be just being wider or something. It's just, and maybe that's the distance. Maybe it's just the angle it's at. I don't know. But when I look at it, I'm like, Loch Ness Monster, I don't feel it. I don't. I think, like, it feels more like an eel, maybe a snake. That would be more believable to me if I had to, like, actually look at it and just say, that's what that is. And even then, there's no guarantee that's even what that is, whether it's a living creature or not, right? That's the thing with these photographs. I mean, you literally have people out there looking at these things, and they can just look at it for a while and determine what it is by just literally watching it, right? And they're not going to tell you if it's a real animal. Like, if there's like an actual logical explanation. They will go with what the picture looks like and then post it all over the internet and then go with it. Like, yeah, no, I took a picture of this crazy looking thing, but it more than likely isn't that. Like, if it was like a real Loch Ness Monster, don't you think, like, maybe, when was this actually taken?
We took this photograph back in August of 2013.
Okay, so this is back in 2013. So the camera he was probably using had an option to where you could videotape. Maybe. Not all photography cameras, they do video, but I just feel like if it was something that you really believed was not an average or a normal animal, you'd probably want to set it on video or do something more to try to catch more evidence of what this thing could be. Instead, we just got a really hard-to-tell picture and somebody's story saying this is what it is. And that's just not good enough for me. That's just simply not. Like, I need to see actual, like, something, a photo that would be very obvious. Like, yes. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, Loch Ness Monster has been basically debunked, I think. Like, for today's time. Like, this thing was obviously in existence back then. It was actually swimming around. This is a real creature. It's just today, more than likely not. And I'm okay with believing in that. I mean, would it be crazy to be out in the ocean? I mean, I'm terrified of the ocean. If I ever saw something like that come out of the ocean in front of me, I'd shit my pants. So I'm okay with it because I'm terrified of, like, giant sea creatures. Anything that would, like, scream at me saying, yes, the Loch Ness Monster is absolutely out there. It kind of feels like Bigfoot at this point, where I'm, like, seeing all these videos come out and all these crazy things, but nothing, like, telling me that is 100% what it is. I want to go cryptid hunting so bad because I would love to find something that I would love to. It's like the paranormal for me. It would be just fun, and we could have fun doing it, but it would be a really joyous thing if we actually had luckily come across something that we genuinely couldn't explain. It'd be a dream.
The record, Mr. Elder states, quote, "Out of the corner of my eye, however, scale of the beast. It looks huge, massive, in line with previous descriptions of the creature. This photo is clearly a real photograph of something that was actually there and doesn't display any of the usual hallmarks of a photoshopped image. I like this photo because it contains something that is absolutely real, whether or not it actually is Nessie." I did take a little while researching this video because I wanted to bring some sightings to your attention that you may not have previously been aware of. You may be wondering why I didn't include the description of the incident that led to the capturing of the infamous surgeon's photograph, and basically I decided to omit it because everyone already knows about that one. I wasn't keen on just rehashing widely known information. Do you have any other sightings that you think deserve to be showcased on the channel, and not just of Nessie but of any cryptid? Leave a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to like this video, share it, subscribe and hit the bell icon. Thank you for watching Cryptid Central.
Okay, so, yeah, no, Loch Ness Monster. So that went about as good as I thought it was going to. Nothing really screamed to me, yeah, this is proof of the Loch Ness Monster. And that's fine. I enjoy watching these videos just for the fun of it sometimes and just to see the kind of craziness that people put on the internet. I mean, I think we'll know when something like that really gets caught. I think we will 100% know when someone really sees one of these things in the water, for sure. It's one of the reasons why I just start doubting more and more and more about cryptids, is because the longer this goes on without any solid evidence, that is hard to argue evidence. Goodness, what about all those stories throughout the years that people have been telling about seeing these things? Obviously, I was not there. I can't speak for everybody. However, does it make me raise questions? A little bit. I'd be a liar if I didn't say a little bit about certain cryptid sightings. However, it's still fun to talk about. It's still cool to learn about. I mean, I genuinely love this kind of stuff. So if you want me to check out more cryptid videos, comment them down below. Let me know your thoughts. Hit the like button. Go support the original video. Really well done. I really enjoyed it. So it brings me back to a time where I would watch these kind of videos as a kid. I'd watch these and have so much fun with my buddy. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll check you out in the next one. Take care.
Reactions are nothing new. However, there is one man